Hello everyone and welcome to today's live. Thank you very much for joining me today. It is a pleasure to see you here. My name is Anna Denning. I'm an artist, I'm NeuroGraphica Instructor, I'm NeuroGraphica Study Coach, and I'm also Director of English Language Courses at Psychology of Creativity Institute. Hello! I can see Arevik here, our winner of 10 Years of NeuroGraphica Challenge. Welcome and thank you, Sasha, and thank you, Sasha, hello. Annika, thank you very much for joining. And also, I'm joined, I can see Dorthe today, or I can see her in Tractor. And I hope that she will be able to join me now. I'm accepting requests. Hello. The stars aligned and you arrived today. Did you see the Northern Lights aurora the other day?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Yes, we were.
Because it was so strange, really strange. I'm living at the Faroe Islands, and for decades it was so foggy weather. All flights were cancelled, but all around there saw this aurora.
Oh, lovely! Oh, wonderful. Yeah, so it was such a pleasure because in England we never see anything like this because it's just too far south. But I was reading today that on the sun they have north and south pole as well, and once in a while, every like 11 years roughly, they swap places. So when they start moving, you have a lot of solar activity, and the sun is blessing us with this beautiful visuals. It was amazing. I was so excited to see it. I published it all over my social media. But you're probably you love. I mean, Faroe Islands. They're part of Denmark. Is it correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and
it's a Faroe Islands and Greenland are part of the Danish kingdom.
Yeah. So if you go, because it's more to the north. So
yes.
Can you see normally aurora in other times of the year?
In November, December, when it's cold in weather, we can see it.
Oh, right. You can see it. So for you, it's not nothing unusual. It's not like for us. Oh, lovely. Well, thank you very much for joining us because you are our graduate from the first ever NeuroGraphica Instructor course in English. So it was, and you're part of our very supervisor team. So you've been with us from the very beginning. And tell me in a couple of words, how did you come across NeuroGraphica and what attracted you to the method?
The very first time I saw the drawings itself, it was in 2017 in Lithuania. I was on a seminar.
Okay.
So it is 7 years ago from now. And I saw a group of women drawing, but I couldn't understand. It was Russian, and because of the language barrier, I was just observing. And then I went home from that seminar, and it should take 2 years, 2019, when I discovered a drawing at Instagram, because one of those ladies shared some drawings, and it was in Russian. So I translated the text, and it was my very first experience with the basic algorithm. It was a long text, and I was thinking, oh my God, are all Russians so structured? So it was the very first view with the drawing and the basic algorithm. And I translated the text, and I saw the name NeuroGraphica. And then I Googled and searched at YouTube, and I found one video in English.
Yes, back in the day. Yeah.
Back in the days, yes. And now it's just exploded. And so I followed the description, and my sensation, it was totally wow, because I got access to so much feelings and sweating and all that stuff. And I am experienced within psychotherapy and NLP and all that stuff, but I have never met such an impact on my sensory system.
Wonderful. I like that impact on the sensory system. That's a really, really good. That's a really good way to describe it.
So it had been a tremendous journey, a powerful journey, beautiful journey, tough journey, a lot. Yes.
Wonderful. Because you also you are a psychotherapist, you said.
Yes.
And so what else do you practice? Because as far as I know, you don't just kind of teach NeuroGraphica, you also do other things. Can you tell me more
Yes,
about it?
I have my own clients. It is especially healing. I am educated as a Akasha healer and initiator. So it is my main area, NeuroGraphica and healing. And for facilitating groups.
Yeah. Do you combine the two, or you keep it separately?
I keep it separately right now, but I have had retreats where I combine it because it is working so good together.
Yes, I am sure, because I know so many people who are, for example, not even NeuroGraphic instructors. For example, there's NeuroGraphic specialists, and they combine, different things like yoga and Reiki and genetic human design with NeuroGraphica, and literally you can combine it with so many things. So it's such a flexible method. It can be adapted to anything and really kind of enrich whatever you're working with. Any modality will just only enrich the effects.
Yes, and I also a trainer in the Enneagram, the personality types, and it is really interesting because I see the types, the fixation, personality fixation in the drawings.
Interesting.
It's so interesting.
Quite interesting. I've never heard about it. Maybe you can do one for me. What do you need for that? What do you need for that for Enneagram? So I'm slightly diverting. So
what I need for that,
to create an Enneagram for a person.
I just need to interview. In fact.
Okay, interesting.
Yes.
I think yes, it's quite interesting. Thank you. Okay, so when did you graduate? Was it 2021 or
No, 22.
yeah, 2021,
Yes,
2022
yes.
course?
And then the supervisor in 23.
Yes. So have you been teaching NeuroGraphica, or have you been using it for coaching, or what did you do with your knowledge?
I have been using it for in the corporate world with a group, and I have online. I have my own basic user courses. I think 14 times now.
Yes.
And I have started to make some in English. It has been a barrier for me because I'm Danish, native tongue, and then I get very interesting mails now. People who are interested in this method. So I'm just trying to spread it out in the Scandinavian world, and I'm just looking forward what will happen.
Oh, wonderful. So what are your plans?
So my plan, for instance, next school year, I have got 3 weeks with education in the school, elementary school, with 8 to 9 graders. And then I have this group for coaches and therapists.
Oh, lovely.
And because I am certified to have my own trainings as well within NLP and healing. So I'm used to have groups.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, I can see a couple of comments. So Arik is saying NeuroGraphica must become part of educational system from kindergarten. Yes, I totally agree. I think there's so many opportunities to work with younger people, to work with kids, Yeah, so absolutely amazing. Oh, wonderful. Yes, so I wanted just to take this opportunity for everybody who joined us to invite everyone to join our fourth instructor training course at Psychology of Creativity Institute. It started on 9th of May, but we will still take students in throughout summer. So if you decide that this is something that you would like to explore, and you want to kind of bring NeuroGraphica to kindergartens, to schools, to universities, to anywhere, and you want to spread the words and become part of this journey, sort of please do, and please join us at NeuroGraphica Instructor course. You'll find all the details on our website. It is neurographica.us /instructor. But if you go to neurographica.us, it's our official website, you will be able to find all the information there. If you want to start slowly, just from the basic user course, our next course starts on 9th of July, and we also launched Neurocomposition, Laws of Visual Logic. Also the second course starts on 9th of July. So if you fancy joining us and exploring the options, please visit our website. Yes. So Dorsa, so tell us, so what have you been working? What kind of cases have you drawn about, and things started unraveling? Can you give me any examples?
I need to tell you about my very first client, because she has, it was a client, she has a fear of a flight, and we are living on these islands, and she need to go to hospital in Denmark, and she has not been flying for 25 years.
Oh wow.
And had been with a psychologist, and in this cockpit training, simulating, and she made one drawing,
Yes.
and I told her about the basic algorithm, and told her to have this in the flight, and since then she has been flying 10 times alone.
Yes.
So it was my first experience with, oh wow, this is magic somehow.
Yes.
And then for myself, I'm using mostly the timeline and neurosynthesis and goals, because I need to, and I love triangles.
You're a confessed triangle lover. Yes.
Yes.
So do I, actually.
Yes. So it's I have always a drawing on my table, and sometimes in the morning I just need to make some lines, and then I'm on the right path right away.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Yes, thank you for sharing. It's similar with me. I'm not the biggest lover of flying, I must admit. So I always have paper, my notebook, and my materials, and I fly no problem, but yeah, I do need to draw before and sometimes during the flight, I must admit. Yes. Yeah, so interesting. Yeah, but I mean, it is an amazing message, and there's so many applications.
Yes, and
Yeah.
in the my first group session with in the corporate world, it was a common theme about procrastination.
Yes.
It was so fun, because everybody was waiting for something in the system.
Yeah. Yes. No. And it is we are talking about triangles. They're great to work with procrastination and motivation, and kind of like, let's get up and go. And we study obviously triangles for those of you who are beginners in the neurocomposition course. So as I said, we've the Psychology of Creativity Institute launched it at the institute. So all the lessons are provided by Pavel Piskaryov, the founder of NeuroGraphica, with professional translator, and yeah, so you can join and learn from the founder. Yes, no, as I said, I love triangles myself. So, to be honest, probably before I joined NeuroGraphica, I was leading quite comfortable lifestyle, and I was probably guilty of being of a bit of a procrastinator myself. So it's
Me
kind of,
too.
yes, you think and you plan and you want this and you want a better future, but it's all a bit vague. And I mean, are you really doing anything in the now? Not really. So, but then when I encountered NeuroGraphic, I had no more excuse, because once you create this kind of motive on paper, you can't do anything about it. You just have to get up and do
You just
it. Yeah.
you just had to have to follow the flow.
Yeah. So I always say to my students, and when you talk about the method, it is the method of positive change. But unfortunately, until you actually try it, it's I mean, until you try it, you kind of you don't really get it in full. So the only thing I can say for anybody is just have a go, try it, and come and study, because it's really useful to to study NeuroGraphica and just doing at least the basic use. Of course, you could do it in English. I mean, you're teaching in Danish. We have people who teach in Spanish, etc., in Italian. So it is spreading, it is becoming more and more popular.
Hmm.
Yes.
And what I have been thinking about is that it is a little bit paradoxal. Um, People who are waiting to commit to the drawing,
Mm-hmm.
to sign up, it's a part of this magic NeuroGraphic can do. Because if they people are drawing,
Mm-hmm.
then they will enroll right away, but they have not the recipe to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Yes, and I can see a lot of people, and I'm part of a few kind of groups. I can see how people talk about NeuroGraphica, and I can see some advice. Oh, you don't need to learn it. It's very simple. Just pick up the pencil, do a bit of doodling, round intersections. But there's so much more to it.
Yes, as
I
it,
always can say it's not that simple.
no, no. The
There's much.
basic user course and the pyramid of consciousness, it have been so valuable for me, as extremely. It's the very best to have the structure of the mind, structure of consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
and because now I see world totally different.
Yeah. Yes, no, I agree. I even think in the pyramid of consciousness
Yes.
along those
Hmm.
steps,
Hmm.
even when I think about anything, literally.
Yes. Hmm. It's very important.
Hmm. Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much for joining. Anything else you want to get out there in the world? Anything else? Any other messages or um
Don't postpone to sign up.
hmm
It is the most, because some people can take months and 2 months and 3 months and spend the time on searching at YouTube for free stuff.
yes. Hmm.
It's a wrong direction. It's a wrong. Take the basic user course and then you can search for free stuff.
Yes, no, I agree. I agree. It's always sometimes it is false economy.
Hmm.
If everyone, because people think that they are saving, but they're
No,
not saving, because they're spending
no.
more time. But time is money, as we know, on kind of researching and looking, and maybe not getting the benefit where they should have been just committed and invested in themselves, in their own life, and their own well-being, and their own mindsets, and
It,
you
it is
taken the proper course.
it's an asset. It's an investment in
Mm-hmm.
in in self care, and because you can change so much in your daily life.
Yes, agree. I totally agree.
So yeah.
I have I haven't comment here. Studying the basic user course is giving confidence, even though there are many videos on YouTube. Yes, thank you, Aravik. Thank you very much for your comments. Yes, I agree. I totally agree. Thank you. Okay, so thank you so much for joining. It was such a pleasure to see you. I will see you soon, because we meet with Dorothy on a regular basis during the kind of our supervisor school. And yeah, so I will see you soon. So
Yes.
moving my camera a little bit.
Yes, happy to be here. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you. If anybody wants to get in touch with Dorthe and learn about her courses in Danish, etc., I will tag her to this post. So thank you so much again.
Yes,
Have a
thank you.
nice day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.